Hi everybody. This is Elizabeth Maruyama from America Visa Advisory. Today we with one of our new partner, Clay, from Silicon Valley Law. Can you introduce yourself to us a little bit?
Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth, for having me. It's a real
Mhm.
pleasure. I'm not actually in San Francisco, despite what my background might.
Yeah.
I'm not standing over the Golden Gate Bridge. I wish I was, but anyways, my name's Clay, and I am the director of go-to-market and strategy for Silicon Path Law. Silicon Path
Mm-hmm.
Law, just to give you a quick rundown, Elizabeth is a boutique white glove U.S. immigration law firm headquartered in Tucson, Arizona. So yeah, I mean we're very client oriented white glove boutique, unlike a lot of the bigger immigration providers. Total respect to them, but we are yeah, we're as I said we're very client oriented and intent on winning your case each and every time.
Okay. So let's talk about yourself a little bit. Before that, we know you working with some the other company, but what make you like transition back to immigration, U.S. immigration in terms of like high skill or worker service this time?
Yeah, a really good question. And I would say, for me, U.S. immigration has become a passion. When I first entered this industry, I believe it was 4 years ago now. It's been a while, but yeah, when I first started with Legal Pad, which then
Mm-hmm.
became a part of Deal's ecosystem
Yeah.
and Deal
Mm-hmm.
Immigration formally,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know much about the space. I just thought it was like, yeah, it wasn't even in the back of my mind, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally Canadian, and I'm a dual citizen. I acquired citizenship at birth via my mother, so I guess I'm lucky in that
That
respect,
yeah,
right? Yeah, right. I mean,
yeah,
so many
have
immigrants
full
have to.
citizenship for both citizenship.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So many immigrants have to go through so much, quite frankly, just to get, a non-immigrant work visa. And then there's the
Mm-hmm.
green card, which is even more difficult to obtain. And then citizenship's a whole new level of complication. And yeah, I mean, you're having to really go through some hoops and some hurdles to get to the United States. And I
Yeah.
wanted to help other people come to the proverbial land of opportunity and be the best version of themselves. I would say, as corny as that sounds, I really believe in that. I think that if when you come to America for all of its faults, it's the best country in the world to become the best version of yourself. So that's why I wanted to become back in this to come back into this space to help others achieve their dreams, essentially.
Yeah. Most of our audience here is F1 international student. Every platform we have a bunch of them like over like our traffic day by day is over 50K every platform. So I just want to understand a little bit what type of service of your company that could help our most of our audience, which is F1 student as well. All of
Mhm.
them basically are in fashion school. First, like
Mhm.
more targeted would be O-1B or E-2 investor. Otherwise, it would be software engineer like in the student on STEM OPT right now looking for some path, not other that either neither of like usually they will have H1B lottery for the for that part, right? But some of them don't
Mhm.
want to wait for the lottery, looking for O1A as well. So that's why
Yeah.
we have you here to introduce a little bit about your service so they can know what you can help them.
Yeah, and I mean the F1 student visa is obviously a valuable, stepping
Mm-hmm.
stone for anyone intent on well, I mean, obviously you're coming to study in the United States and then,
Mm-hmm.
if you like it here and you do well, then yeah, you can apply for typically a non-immigrant visa pathway and yeah, I mean, you can take your chances in the H-1B lottery, but the odds are not always great. I think they typically range from 25 to 35%, depending on the year. And yeah, there's a lot of different obstacles doing trying via the H-1B pathway, but there are alternatives, and it really depends on your citizenship and a few other factors. But I would say like the easiest path forward, like if you're coming from a country like Canada or Mexico, obviously there's the TN visa option, T as in Tom, N
Yeah.
as in Nancy, right? I mean, there's that option for you if you're lucky enough to have a Singaporean or Chilean passport. There's the H1B1 option. At Silicon Path Law, candidly, we do focus on O-1A, work visas, which you have to be in the top 10 or top 5% of people in your field. You have to meet 3 of 8 criteria in order to
Mm-hmm.
qualify. There has to be a petitioning entity slash employer. I mean, you can self petition as a founder or co-founder, but yeah, I mean, there's lots of little nuances associated with that, and it's quite a high bar for
Mm-hmm.
admission for getting an approval on that visa. We also are specializing in, or our attorneys, our qualified immigration attorneys, are specializing in green card pathways like the EB-1A and the EB-2 NIW. The
Mm-hmm.
NIW, the latter option, is quite difficult to obtain. You have to be top 1% typically in your field, but you can self-petition for that. So if you're doing something in the national interest of the United States, like think AI, cybersecurity, the medical field, and you're extraordinary in that space, then that's an option for you. But again, yeah, I think coming right off of an F1 visa, you're not going to find a lot of students who are qualified for like the EB-1A or the EB-2 NIW right away. But I would say, yeah, so it really depends on, one, your citizenship, and obviously two, your skill sets, your credentials, what have you done in your field recently is what I always say to people. And then at Silicon Path, we can help with all of those visa types and green card pathways. Like we're not limited
Mm-hmm.
in any approach. But yeah, Elizabeth, as you know better than anyone, it is hard to get like an O-1 or an EB-2 or an EB-1A. But we're always happy, and we're always happy to just give a free and brief consultation. Like if you have questions, I can maybe include my consultation link, and you can put that in the
Yeah, yeah,
description. But
yes.
happy to just take a call with someone, and yeah, we can map out the best immigration pathway for them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's totally free. It shouldn't take more than 20 or 30 minutes, and yeah, it's just free guidance for people in your network.
Yeah, we also have someone is our audience here is already have O-1,
Yeah.
like the sport in come from a tennis player background, already have
Yeah,
profile on Wikipedia, everything, and already land US couple weeks ago. Got
very
approved
cool.
by
Yeah.
consular official in Thailand, so they're probably looking for something like EB-1A as well. I do love
Mhm.
this at least background for some reason because they have themselves post on Wikipedia everything. Yeah, have
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
like international league for tournament for multiple times, so I do like that as well. Yeah, we
Yeah.
happy to put your link consultation. That is great, so they can go straight talk to you with your
Yeah.
law
Totally.
firm as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we have a few application that already got approved from consular. Some of them not travel to the US yet, but yeah, we happy
Okay.
to help. And feel free if you are startup founder from other country looking for O-1 to start your business in the US, or if you develop something at this moment and also apply yourself to a Y Combinator or role or whatever or venture capitalist or A16 so you can feel free to reach out to us so we can see what the option that you have right now. And Clay is happy to support here and with his team immigration attorney who are really professional doing like high skill worker. So feel free to reach out Clay and his team are down the list below. And thank you so much, Clay, to join us today. I hope we have someone working with you very soon. Yeah, since this time is we have heard about like approved like of EB-1A, EB-2 and IW and O-1A, O-1B. So that would be great to have someone consult with you before they start to collect their portfolio or anything. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to add one final caveat to that too, and
Mhm.
thank you for that outro. I think it was excellent, Elizabeth. But Yeah, I mean, with Silicon Path, I wanted to add the little asterisk that there's no hidden fees, and
Mhm.
like, you're not going to pay anything until we think you have a viable, winnable case, right? We're not going to take on cases, and we won't charge you till you're at that point, where you're meeting with our attorney team and
Mhm.
actually starting the petition. So some firms like to charge for the consultation. We don't. We want to make sure it's winnable, like it's a reasonably winnable case. And yeah, I mean, we also have packages that you can buy, like certain tiers where like if you get a request for further evidence or a denial, it's the
Okay.
response
So
is covered, yeah, in the
yeah, so
package.
you do evaluation including in the consultation as well if they have a pack their achievement ready pack. You mean
Totally. Yeah. And again, that's free. We do the profile
yeah.
evaluation for free all the way up until yeah, you decide to sign on with us. And then obviously you do have to pay once we know it's a winnable case, and our qualified credentials attorney or qualified credentialed attorneys are starting work on your petition. And that's the point in which you'll have to dole
Like
out some cash, but yeah, you get the point. We're no hidden fees and,
yeah.
free all the way through. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, some people just like have to pay for evaluation as well with some different multiple law firm. So that's why I think maybe it's a good time to start your collect your achievement evidence and talk to Clay and his team. But thank you so much, Clay, to join us today. I appreciate your time. Yeah, so we hope we heard a lot of feedback from our viewer to contact you very soon.
amazing. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. You're one of the best in the business, and I really appreciate you. Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
cheers.
Let me okay.